Right now, somewhere, a salon owner is turning down booking because they don't have an app. They are managing everything on WhatsApp and paper diary. In the next 30 minutes, I'm going to be showing you how to build a booking system for a business using nothing but prompts. No Flutter experience needed. Let's go. Quick context. Mobile app used to be the expensive part. You need a Flutter dev, a designer, weeks of back and forth. That gap is exactly why most small businesses never get one. Not because they don't need it, because the process was too slow and too expensive. That gap is basically gone now. Let me show you. Here's exactly what I'll be doing. I'll be connecting two tools to Antigravity. One of them is Stitch and it's used for design, and the other one is Flutter, which is what we are going to be using to build the actual app. Then I will design a salon booking screen with one prompt, build it into a real working mobile app with another. Same process also work for any kind of app you are trying to build, be it booking, ordering, inventory, or whatever your client needs. So now we head over to Antigravity to install the Stitch MCP. So how do we do that? We click on this button here, then you look for this place you see MCP server, you click on it, then you search for Stitch. So this is Stitch. You click on this place you see install. Now once you click on install, it will be asking you for API key. So how do you get the API key? Very simple. So you head over to Stitch website. The link will be in the description below, and all subsequent links we'll be using will be in the description below. I believe most of us have an account, but if you don't have an account, you just need to sign up with your Gmail account into Stitch. Just once you sign up, these are all your project if you've done project with it before, but if you have not done project, you will not see anything. So what we need to do is just click on this place you see your icon here, then you go to Stitch settings, then you scroll down and go to the place you see API, then you click on create API. Then once you click on create API, you copy this and go and paste it in your Antigravity. Then you click on save. Now there are certain times you'll see this issue. Don't get worried, just copy this. You go to the AI and paste this there. This is what I said. I said fix this for the Stitch API, sorry, MCP. Here is the API key. Then I send that. So once you see that Antigravity will start fixing that by itself. Yours is just to watch and sit still to see it do that. So it is giving us a prompt to allow it to find that part. Just click on submit. Okay, if you notice the ID is that is Antigravity is done with the installation. So what it's telling me is that replace the old API key in the header of your Stitch server block and this. So it says I should also restart. I should also restart my IDE. So let's close and open it again. So let's check whether Antigravity is done. So you click these three dots, then you click on MCP server, then you click on manage MCP, then you look at your left hand side, you see Stitch is there and all these are there with it. I don't know if you are seeing that, right? So what I want to do, the last thing for this before I go into installing the Flutter MCP, what I will do is I'll click on this plus sign, then I'll head over to my chart. Then there is a prompt that I will be giving you guys from below. The link to the prompt will be in the description below, so you can use it. So this is the prompt. So this is the prompt. I will just send this prompt to Antigravity. Now what that prompt does is it allows Antigravity to install some of the skills that it will be requiring, the design skills it will be requiring to use in building on Stitch, because now you're not the one that will be building on Stitch. You just need a prompt. Once you give the prompt to Antigravity will be the one to build. So I'll just click here and click on submit. So you understand, right? So Antigravity will now be the one to be building on your Stitch, and I'll be showing you all of that in a minute. So let's look at it, installing the whole things it will need for that skill. So it will be installing the skill it will need. So what are skills? Skills are those little um, artifacts, or those little requirements that anti-gravity has to add on just for him to be able to go into the agent mode and build those things without you always overseeing or supervising it. You understand? So I'll just allow this. So it's installing. Let's just wait for it. Once it is done installing, then we'll go on. So it is done installing the skills. So one thing I just want to do quickly to be sure it is finally connected to my project, I'll just say list my Stitch projects. Let's see if it can do that project, and if it can do that, then I go into installing the Flutter and that we'll be using for building. So if you look at this, this is it. I don't know if you are seeing it. So it has given us all, you see, right? All of them here. So this is it. It has given us all the stuff we need, meaning it is able to list our projects that are on Stitch. So let's go into installing the MCP for that and for Flutter. So what we just need to do is just click on this and go to MCP. Then you search for that. Then you click on this. Then you click on install. So we are installing that. Then as we are installing that, let's just go over to installing Flutter. So once we have installed, so after doing the MCP, what I would just advise you to do is you go to your this is your extension here on your IDE, search for that and make sure you install that. Also search for Flutter. So you search for Flutter and make sure you install Flutter too. So once you install Flutter, there is a prompt also I'll be keeping for you to use. All the prompts, the link to them will be in the description below. So just copy it and use. So you paste it here, the prompt. So what this prompt does is it helps Antigravity to add all the dependency it will need for using Flutter and also using the programming language that allows Flutter to work on it. So you just click on this to submit. So if you notice, you see Flutter Doctor, it is running Flutter Doctor, which will enable you to use Flutter on that, because that is the programming language. Flutter is the framework of the programming language. So you are trying to get everything set. And this is I know this is somehow technical and somehow looking confusing to some people right now, but if you can follow this step and also use the prompt as I do, you will be able to get what you need. So after this, the next thing we need to do while this is installing, the next thing we need to do, just click on get. So the next thing we need to do is just to create our folder for the app. Just need to create our folder for the app. So going to your desktop, click on this, right click on your desktop, then click on new, click on folder and give the name of the folder Salon booking, because that's what we are trying to achieve. Then you click out of it, then you go back to your IDE. So just allow this to run. So let me close all these files. Let me close all these MCPs, right? So open our folder here. So click on this place you see folder, open folder. Just head over to your desktop and select your Salon. So select Salon and make sure it is open here. Then come back to this place you see Explorer. Okay, so just click on this place you see Submit. Okay, so Antigravity is done with the installation of everything we need. So we have done the connection of the Stitch and we have tested it. We notice it is working. We have done the installation of the Flutter and that, and it is done. So these are the two connections we need to build any mobile app we want to build. And if you want me to show you how to use other AI softwares, or you want to learn this skill, you can send me a message. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button, as this will help in growing this channel. And thank you for subscribing. So the next thing we want to do is now going into the building, which is the main part of the video. How do I do that? I'll copy a prompt, which I already have. I'll also keep the prompt link in the description below. So I'll paste my prompt here. So this is my prompt. It says design a clean modern app for a small hair salon and beauty salon. Our app should be clean. Let client book appointment, choose a service hair, blah, 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 blah. So this is it. And this first prompt is for using Stitch. So we are using Stitch for this first prompt to build. So I'll just click here and I'll send it over. So I'll go to the implementation plan to see what it's trying to do. So this is it. So this is the prompt or the guidelines that it will follow. I'll click on send, then I'll click on allow. So I want it to create a project on Stitch. So this is for Stitch. If you notice, it is trying to create a project on Stitch. So how do I confirm? I'll just click on this, then I'll go back to my account where I copied the API from. So I'll go there. So I'll go back to my home page on Google Stitch to see. So if you look at this, you see it, right? It is building. I don't know if you notice it, right? This is it creating that Aura Beauty. So this is Antigravity building this app on Google Stitch by itself. I am not doing anything. I just gave it a prompt and it is selecting the design, see, right? So it is doing the design by itself. So let's go back to Antigravity to see. So you see, right? Antigravity is still working on it. So as it works, if we go back to our app like this, or to what's the name, to Stitch, you'll see it's updating. It will be updating and building the app by itself. All the screen will be done here inside this our project. So let's look at what the AI has done. Let's just refresh this page and see on our Stitch. Okay, this is the design that it is successfully built for us. This is it. So this design is what it has built for us. So let's check back on our IDE and continue the build for this real app in Flutter. So that's what we want to do now. We want to continue building the app using Antigravity, since it has given us the design, and I really love the design and I want it to continue building, right? So I gave it another prompt. Also, the prompt also will be in the description below. So after giving it that prompt, I now send it and see it is giving us an implementation plan. So this is the implementation plan that it will use after it has successfully built the booking design on Stitch. So that's the first stage. You see, Stitch design phase completed. So after that, it will now proceed to doing the whole building on that, using that. So that is what it is doing. I just click on proceed. So it is using that analyzer and our agent.md to continue the work. So this is what it is building now. So I'll just allow it. Once it is done building, we will look at the app together, right? So let's allow Google Antigravity to build the. Okay, now I want to open it on my Chrome browser so that I can just access it. So there is this Flutter command that I'm going to be running, which is flutter run -d Chrome. Okay, it is done. So I'll just click on this place you see allow. So this is it. It's trying to compile the app here to open it on my browser. Okay, so this is it opened on my browser. So I can just click on this place you see book appointment. If it is nails, I'll click on nails. If it is hair, I'll click on hair. I'll click on the kind of hair style I want. Then I can choose a stylist. Then I can pick a time that I can be available. Then I'll click on confirm and click on go to appointment. So I'll see my appointment here and all here. If I want to also cancel, I can cancel. Into I can also check. I notice all these tabs aren't clicking. I don't know why they are not clicking, and also the profile too isn't clicking. So that can be fixed. So basically, this is how you build from anti-gravity. You build on Stitch. Then on Stitch, you can now take it to any from Stitch. You can now build it out to become the mobile app you want. And also this app can also be put on and also set up to Google Play Store, or you can also look at it on iOS. So I just use the iPhone 14 Pro Max view, right? If you would really want to learn how to build apps like this, you can also send out a message to me. And also, if you have an app you want us to build together, you can also reach out to me. The link will be in the description for you to reach out to me. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button. See you in the next video. Bye.